Welcome to our webinar today on Connected TV, the most overlooked way to reach local customers. I am Kenny Norton, and I am the Advertising Director at EmoryDay. You may be wondering, who is EmoryDay? Well, we're the best of professionals, technology, and AI, and we've been growing businesses for over 20 years. We're a full-service marketing company, and we offer a lead generation platform. We have about 50 team members, and we serve thousands of clients over the years. Our mission is to grow your business, and we use cost-effective, comprehensive marketing to generate traffic, which converts to customers. And we help businesses thrive, whether you're aiming to increase revenue or preparing to sell your business. We offer a robust AI-powered dashboard. This dashboard helps businesses scale their marketing, provide visibility, and close more business, and ultimately increase revenue. In fact, our customers who use our CRM have seen an average sales increase of 29%. But today we're going to look at how you can unlock the power of targeted advertising through CTV. 55% of CTV users watch at least one local channel on their streaming platform. That means there's a large local audience for you that you can target effectively. In fact, this is a game changer, in my opinion, for you. And you may be wondering, what is connected TV? And we often will hear it referred to as CTV. So connected TV are any television that connects to the internet to stream content. In contrast, you may also hear the term OTT, or over the top. That's any device like a phone or a tablet that streams apps, where people are not watching on a traditional television. But any internet device that connects to a television, that's what we refer to as CTV. It's people are watching it in a traditional manner. And this would include things like smart TVs, your LG TVs or your Google TVs, your Fire TVs. Gaming consoles like Xbox or PlayStation, where you stream the content through your gaming console. And set-top boxes that you're familiar with, like the Roku boxes, Apple TV boxes, the Fire sticks, the Roku sticks. All those are what we refer to as CTV. The key difference from traditional or linear television is that CTV allows advertisers to reach specific audiences, not just broad TV channels. When you advertise on your local television station, you're broadcasting your commercial out to the entire DMA, or the designated market area. This can be a 60, 70, or even 80-mile radius around that major city. And so if you're wanting to target people in a very small area, it's not very effective for you to be on that local television channel. Whereas a CTV advertisement, you can target people into a specific radius that you really want. Imagine you're a local pet grooming service. Instead of running an expensive TV ad across the entire city, you can now show your ad only to pet owners within a 10-mile radius of the shop, and it's on their living room TV. And you may already be familiar with some places that allow advertisements on connected TV, like Hulu or Disney Plus, or even Pluto TV and Tubi. And while some of these offer a premium subscription without ads, a majority of people are choosing those ad-supported tiers. It's more affordable for them. And you may be wondering why I included YouTube in my list of places that you can advertise on. Well, 45% of all YouTube videos are seen on a television screen. That's up 30% from 2020. And if you're looking at it in a more specific number, that's 100 million viewers in the US alone. In fact, YouTube has 11.1% share of total TV usage. And I can use myself as an example. I watch a lot of travel vloggers and food vloggers on YouTube. And most of the time, I'm watching these on my TV in my living room. And so, as we discussed, connected TV, don't forget about the power of having ads on YouTube. CTV's rapid growth. There's a major shift that's happening. People are cutting the cord. You've heard that term. You may have even done it yourself. As more people cut the cord from traditional cable, CTV has become the go-to medium for people. In fact, in 2024, 200 million people in the US watch connected TV content. That's over 2/3 of US households now own a connected TV device. That's 67% of all households in the US. Why does it matter? Because people aren't just watching Netflix. They're watching free ad-supported channels like Pluto TV, Tubi, and even local news streams on apps on their Roku device or their Fire TV device. And this is where your ads can appear. This cord-cutting movement means traditional TV ads are losing their reach, especially among younger tech-savvy viewers. And that's why you should advertise on connected TV. It really is a game changer for you. And when you advertise on connected TV, you're able to deliver a tailored message to your potential customers and you reach them in a targeted audience, your targeted audience in a very highly effective and very targeted way. You can reach them by region, even zip codes, interest, behavior. You can even get the time of day that you want your ads to show. And you can deliver these ads in a very personalized way that feels more relevant to your viewer. In fact, 55% of connected TV users regularly watch local content. And so that means if, say, you're a local flower shop or a chiropractor, or you own a car wash, you can now reach people right in your neighborhood while they relax and watch their favorite television shows. And what are some of the key benefits of small business? Let's talk affordability. Unlike traditional television, where you'd need a $5,000 to $10,000 budget just to get started, CTV platforms like Roku offer campaigns starting at just $50 a day. It's very cheap. You can get a cost per thousand at $3 or $4, and that's very highly affordable for a small business. And even better than that, you can get high engagement. And this engagement is part of why it's a game changer. You have 70% interaction rates, and that's much higher than traditional television. And ways you can do that to get people to interact with it with your ad is Hulu offers things like a clickable ad when they're watching on their television, and that click opens up a QR code that they can scan. Or you can put the QR code in the video. And with real-time analytics, you can see exactly what is working and make changes on the fly with no guessing at all. And you can see that what you're getting, make the changes, what you're getting, how effective it is, and make changes as you need. Maybe you'll see that you need to increase your targeting, or that your targeting is too restrictive and you need to increase it. Or maybe you see it's too broad and you need to narrow it down more. You get those real-time statistics, whereas with traditional television, you may not get them at all. In fact, many businesses think they need a professional studio to create these ads. The reality is some of the most effective CTV ads are simple, personal, and locally produced. You can do them on your smartphone. And your smartphones offer powerful editing and filming tools that can create these engaging videos. In fact, many platforms will allow slideshow videos, and I call them slideshow videos. They're not like your traditional slideshow you do at home when you show your family your vacation, but they're videos where you've put together music, even narration with video and text overlays to create your video, your commercial, and it's very effective, especially on YouTube. And we'll talk more about creating these later. One note to this is Hulu is an exception. It does have an approval process for your ads, and these ads do not have to be slick or polished, but they do have a minimum standard. So the slideshow presentation that might work on YouTube TV may not always get accepted on Hulu. But we also want to look at the growing popularity of connected TV, and it's another reason why you should do it. It's not a niche trend. It is now the mainstream, and that's going to give you a very good audience reach. 67% of your households have a connected TV device. 93% of adults now watch connected TV, and 80% of Gen Z millennials, these are hard to reach younger customers, they prefer streaming over cable. And this presents a golden opportunity for you. If your business depends on younger buyers or families, CTV might be your best shot at reaching them effectively. And the reason for all this is that whole trend you've heard about called cord cutting. And over 25 million households have cut the cord, and that's signaling that shift to a digital-first viewing. Think about this. Over 25 million households have canceled cable. If you're still advertising on traditional television and not advertising on streaming at all, you're missing out on this massive growth and a growing part of your local audience. So here's some key metrics and statistics for you to think about. CTV does drive local conversions. 70% of CT viewers take action after seeing an ad, whether it's researching the business, visiting a website, or making a purchase. 69% of the viewers use a second screen like their phone to follow up, making it an essential pair to your CTV ad that gives you a strong online presence. It gives you a higher ROI. In fact, most people who advertise on CTV see 2 times the ROI compared to just traditional television advertising. Again, it is a game changer for small businesses with small budgets. It means you're not just spending smarter, you're seeing real measurable results when you advertise on connected TV. So how can your business use connected TV? Let's look at a couple of real world examples of how certain people may use it. A boutique clothing store has launched a CTV campaign ahead of their spring sale. They targeted users who have recently browsed fashion websites and lived within 10 miles. The result? They saw a 30% increase in sales and an increase in foot traffic. And that's all with a small budget. Another one, a local pizza restaurant. They can run a limited time deal, target viewers only in a few zip codes around their store, and run them during dinner time. And when this happened, they could see increased orders by 50% just with that zip code targeting. A local coffee shop. In this coffee shop, who doesn't have the budget to really spend to compete with Starbucks, but they targeted coffee near me searchers on YouTube and can increase their walk-in traffic by 25%. These are real world, real things that make a real difference in small businesses. And it's much more cost effective than advertising on local television or local radio even. And here's some real examples from EmoryDay with some of our current clients. We have a national insurance company who targets a very niche audience of veterans and active military for their homeowner insurance product. Through a company called StackAdapt, we were able to create a very tailored audience for them. And we have seen 53% increase in organic searches when monitoring their SEO. And the reason that this is very effective for them is their largest competitor can advertise on the Super Bowl. And this is a way for them to reach that same audience and get same results at a much cheaper rate. We've placed them on Disney Plus, Hulu, NBC News apps, Pluto TV, and quality streamers. And not only have we seen this 53% increase, but their senior executives have taken notice and praised the efforts. We've also had a plumber in Texas who's recently started advertising on connected TV in the Austin area. And since we started running those ads, they've seen a 71% increase in organic phone calls, but they've seen over 1,000% increase in their form fills. And that's just been in a short time, like 30 days since we started running this ads. It's been very effective for them. Again, it is a game changer if you're a small business. So how do you get started with connected TV ads? One of the first things you need to do is choose your platform. You have options like Hulu, Vibe, Microsoft Ads, programmatic platforms like Ground Truth or StackAdapt, where you can get a self-serve ad platform with tutorials. Each one has its own pros and cons. For example, Microsoft Ads allows genre targeting, but it has less options for defined interest targeting. YouTube, through Google Ads, allows you to have a very well-defined target audience and interest targeting. You can even target search terms. But trying to limit and target specific ad channels or specific YouTube channels can be hard and time-consuming. Whereas a program like StackAdapt, you can create that highly detailed audience targeting and distribute ads across streaming platforms, but you would lose some specific show and genre targeting. So each one has its own. Research these different options and figure out which one is the best choice for you. That choice may be somewhat subjective, but choose one that is very effective for you. Microsoft Ads, YouTube on Google, Ground Truth, Vibe, StackAdapt, they have very low entry barriers. Whereas advertising directly with Hulu and Netflix, as I mentioned earlier, can be a little bit more difficult. So we do recommend using some more of these soft self-serve platforms. They do make it very easy for you. The next thing you want to do, and I do apologize, I did forget to advance the slide a little bit for this. The next thing you want to do is to define your audience. You need to figure out who you want to reach. What are their interests? Where do they live? What message is going to be applicable for them? Each platform is going to offer these different targeting options, but almost all of them offer very robust geofencing tools, even down to zip code, where you can only show these ads to people that are going to be most effective for you. The next step after that is you want to create your ad, and you want to create compelling ads. You want to keep it simple and very direct. You can use a local video production company, but as I mentioned earlier, you can use your iPhone or your Android phone. They offer very good editing tools, and you can create a very good professional looking video. In fact, some of the most effective videos are testimonial style videos, and you just film the person talking. And then the next thing you want to do is figure out your budget and then test your budget. We recommend starting with a small campaign first and seeing how that works. To help you a little bit, we've created this prompt that you can use in ChatGPT, and that will help you create a plan, and this prompt will give you that plan. So act as a connected TV advertising strategist. Help me create a customized CTV advertising organizer for my small business. Include sections for defining my target audience, selecting platforms like Vibe, Microsoft Ads, or YouTube, creating a campaign budget, planning ad content, setting campaign goals, and tracking key metrics. My business is, and then you would insert your business type, and I serve customers in, and insert your location. When you put this into ChatGPT, and I have TV on my brain, I do apologize, it will give you a very good plan that is very detailed for you. And to wrap it up, connected TV is no longer just for big brands. It's an accessible, data-driven, and affordable way for small businesses to increase visibility, reach more local customers, and boost sales. It combines the best of TV's emotional impact with digital advertising's targeting and analytics. If your business is trying to stand out locally, CTV may be one of the most powerful tools at your disposal, and most of your competitors are most likely not using it yet. So start small, stay local, and test what works. And the results may surprise you.